He's one of Britain's richest men, but the billionaire boss of Sports Direct was today called before MPs to explain the treatment of his workers.
Have you created a culture of fear with Sports Direct?
Definitely not.
Are you underpaying workers?
It didn't start well.
But if I may start with the review that you announced 6 months ago. You were personally undertaking this into working practices in Sports Direct. What's the current status of the review?
Work in progress.
When will it be completed?
Never.
He said that's because a review is a never-ending process. But when undercover reporters filmed in the company's warehouse in Derbyshire last year, they found security searches meant staff were late arriving for work or late leaving. Workers were also docked 15 minutes pay for every minute they arrived late, meaning effectively they were paid lower than the minimum wage. Sports Direct is now the UK's biggest sports retailer, with more than 400 stores in Britain. The question MPs want answered is whether that success has been built by exploiting its workers.
Do you accept that the company was effectively paying workers below the minimum wage?
On that specific point, for that specific bit of time, yes.
And you've now addressed that?
I hope so, yeah.
A few months ago, Mike Ashley invited the media into the company's warehouse, saying he had nothing to hide. But unions say most staff are on 0 hours contracts and too scared even to take sick leave for fear of losing their jobs.
In 2014, a woman actually gave birth in the toilet at the warehouse. This is 21st century Britain, not 19th century Britain. And that's just completely obscene.
Mike Ashley admits improving conditions is an ongoing process.
I'm not Father Christmas. I'm not sitting there, I'm going to make the world wonderful. You just have to try and get a balanced view and say, as an individual, would you tolerate that? Is that fair? And if I honestly believe it isn't, I change it.
Make space, make space.
The Sports Direct boss has pledged to make changes to working practices within 90 days. If he doesn't, the pressure is unlikely to fade. Layla Hayes, 5 News.